Welcome back to the world of technical, vocational education and training. If you're passionate about shaping the next generation of skilled professionals, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into a toolkit of 5 strategies to make your technical and vocational classes more engaging, effective, and impactful. This video has actionable tips to elevate your teaching if you want to capture attention in practical lessons or create a thriving learning environment. But before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button so you never miss out on our latest insights, resources, and strategies for success. While you're at it, check out my website for free blogs and resources to help you empower your learners. The link is in the description below. The challenge: vocational education comes with unique hurdles. Unlike general education, it's hands-on and skill-focused, demanding students apply knowledge in real-world settings. As a vocational teacher, you're shaping tomorrow's workforce, which is a significant responsibility. Traditional teaching methods often fall short in vocational classrooms, where learning must go beyond lectures and textbooks. Learners must engage with tools, solve problems, and think critically. A one-size-fits-all approach can lead to disengagement and inadequate readiness for the workforce. Add to this the diversity in classrooms. Students come from various backgrounds with different learning styles and experience levels. Some thrive with hands-on tasks, while others need more theory or guidance. The key challenge is creating an environment that captures everyone's interest and helps them succeed. How do we tackle this? By rethinking our approach and adopting innovative teaching strategies. Let's dive in, because engaged learners don't just learn, they thrive. Strategy 1. Tech-enhanced learning. Technology is transforming education, and vocational training is no exception. Tools like simulators, augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR, make concepts more tangible and accessible. For example, teaching automotive mechanics. Use an interactive simulator to let students virtually dismantle and rebuild an engine. This allows them to make mistakes, learn, and build confidence in a risk-free environment. Welding instructors can use VR goggles to offer hands-on experiences without material costs or safety concerns. Success story: a vocational institution in Germany introduced VR headsets for construction courses. Students visualized complex blueprints in 3D, improving comprehension and reducing errors during physical construction tasks. If budget constraints limit access to technology, explore funding opportunities or partnerships to acquire suitable tools. Technology is an ally in creating interactive, engaging, and impactful lessons. Strategy 2. Interactive demonstrations. These are among the most effective ways to engage learners. These bring theoretical concepts to life, turning abstract ideas into hands-on experiences that students can see, touch, and understand. Rather than lecturing about a technical process, show it in action. For example, if you're teaching electrical wiring, don't just explain circuits on a whiteboard. Demonstrate how to connect wires, use tools, and test the circuit in real time. This approach helps students visualize and retain information more effectively. Tips for group demonstrations. Interactive demonstrations can be even more powerful when they involve the whole class. Here are a few tips to make group demonstrations a success. Set clear objectives. Let students know the purpose of the demonstration. Encourage participation. Invite volunteers to perform steps with your guidance. Foster discussion. Pause during key steps to ask questions and gauge understanding. Safety considerations and best practices. Interactive demonstrations often involve tools, machinery, or hazardous materials, so safety must always come first. Here are some essential practices. 1. Prepare all equipment in advance. 2. Use personal protective equipment, PPE, and emphasize its importance. 3. Supervise closely during student participation. 4. After the demonstration, debrief to review what worked, discuss challenges, and reinforce key lessons. Interactive demonstrations don't just teach skills, they build confidence and encourage collaboration. Strategy 3. Differentiated learning approaches. Learners have diverse needs and learning styles in a vocational classroom. Tailoring your approach ensures everyone stays engaged and succeeds. For example, ensure you cater for different learning styles. Visual learners. These students thrive when information is presented visually. Use diagrams, videos, and charts to explain concepts. For example, a labeled pipe system diagram in a plumbing class can help them understand how water flows and where potential issues might arise. Visual learners use diagrams, videos, and charts. For plumbing, a labeled pipe system diagram can clarify water flow and potential issues. Auditory learners incorporate verbal explanations and group discussions. Narrate your actions during demonstrations. Kinesthetic learners offer hands-on tasks like assembling machines or troubleshooting systems. For example, when teaching welding, set up supervised practice stations. Check understanding with diverse tasks, like drawing diagrams, visual, summarizing steps, auditory, or replicating processes. Kinesthetic. Catering to different learning styles creates an inclusive environment where every student can thrive. Strategy 4. Real-world integration. Vocational education's strength lies in its connection to real-world practices. By integrating industry standards into your teaching, lessons become relevant and engaging. Connecting classroom learning to industry practices. Bridging the gap between the classroom and the workplace starts with aligning your teaching to industry standards. For example, if you're teaching construction, focus on techniques and tools currently used on job sites. Use authentic materials, terminology, and workflows to give students a true-to-life experience. You can also create simulations of real-world scenarios. For example, in a hospitality course, set up a mock restaurant and assign roles so students can practice managing customers, preparing food, or handling payments. These experiences help learners understand how their training will apply professionally. Using case studies and problem-based learning, this is a fantastic way to bring industry challenges into your classroom. Present your students with a real or hypothetical workplace problem and ask them to develop solutions. For example, in an electrical engineering class, you might pose a scenario where a client reports irregular power surges in their building. Learners can work in groups to diagnose the issue and propose fixes. Problem-based learning, PBL, takes this a step further by making learners active participants in their education. Instead of passively receiving information, they investigate, collaborate, and create solutions to complex, real-world problems. This enhances technical skills and builds teamwork, critical thinking, and communication abilities, which are highly valued by employers. Industry collaboration tips. Partnering with local industries can further enrich your teaching. Here's how to make those connections. Invite industry professionals. Bring guest speakers into your classroom to share their experiences and insights. Organize workplace visits. Arrange site visits to factories, workshops, or offices to give students a first-hand look at their potential careers. Seek input for curriculum design. Collaborate with industry representatives to ensure your curriculum meets current workforce demands. Encourage mentorships. Connect students with industry mentors who can provide guidance, feedback, and networking opportunities. By tying your lessons to real-world practices, you're not just preparing students to pass practical and theoretical assessments but to excel in the workplace. Strategy 5. Assessment for improvement. Assessment is more than grading. It measures progress, identifies gaps, and improves teaching methods. Creative ways to check understanding. Gone are the days when tests were the only way to measure knowledge. Here are some creative methods to check understanding in your vocational classroom. Practical challenges. Set real-world tasks, like preparing addition culinary courses under time and quality constraints. Peer reviews. Encourage students to evaluate each other's work. Mini demonstrations. Have learners teach peers a skill to test understanding and build confidence. Using feedback to improve teaching. Assessment isn't just about the student, it's also an opportunity for you to grow as an educator. Use feedback to refine your teaching. For example, reflect on outcomes. Review what worked well and where students struggled after each assessment. Did they grasp key concepts, or were there common mistakes? Adjust your teaching accordingly. Ask for student input. Create a culture of open communication by encouraging learners to share feedback on your teaching methods. A simple end-of-class survey can reveal invaluable insights. Adapt strategies. If a particular approach doesn't resonate with your learners, try a new one. For example, consider introducing more visuals or hands-on activities next time if a lecture falls flat. Digital assessment tools. Technology makes it easier than ever to assess learning innovatively. Here are a few tools to consider. Online quizzes. Platforms like Kahoot provide quick, interactive assessments. E-portfolios let students showcase projects and skills. Simulations evaluate skills in virtual environments. Creative assessments keep learners motivated and help refine your teaching approach. They're a vital part of the learning journey. Let's recap the 5 game-changing strategies for engaging vocational education classes. 1. Tech-enhanced learning. Leverage tools like simulators and AR and VR to make concepts tangible. 2. Interactive demonstrations. Bring theory to life with hands-on experiences. 3. Differentiated learning. Cater to diverse learning styles for an inclusive environment. 4. Real-world integration. Connect lessons to industry practices through simulations and collaborations. 5. Assessment for improvement. Use creative methods to measure progress and refine teaching. Which strategy are you excited to try? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with fellow educators. Together, we can elevate teaching practices and empower the next generation of skilled professionals. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and keep inspiring your students.